The Great Timeline Split. A message from Mira of the Pleiadian High Council. Dear brothers and sisters of this beautiful planet, Master Lady Nava speaks. Greetings. I am Mira from the Pleiades High Council. I greet you with an open heart full of love and gratitude. You are doing this important work, beloved Earth team, and we thank you for your devotion. Today I will speak to you about the great transformation occurring on Earth. Your planet is fully involved in a multidimensional temporal division. This means you are literally seeing a split between two realities. One is the old Earth rooted in density, fear, and the selfish struggle for survival. The other is the emerging new Earth based on love, unity, and connection to the source. Understand that this division is not an event in the near future. It is happening right now, dear ones, at this very moment. Many of you can feel it physically in your daily lives. Each day, the energies of these diverging realities are becoming more distinguishable. From our vantage point, we see how timelines are dividing according to vibration and clarity. You, the awakened ones, are already aligned with the higher path of light. This is the path of the heart, the timeline of the new Earth. It is already here. The new heart-centered reality is already taking root within and around you, even as the old paradigm recedes. Sometimes you may feel like you have one foot in one world and the other in another, moving between the remnants of the old and the emerging reality of the new. This is a natural part of the transition, and it is exactly for this experience and assistance that you came to this place in life. Know that your soul has chosen to be here at this turning point, and you are fully prepared for this experience. You have all the internal tools and wisdom necessary to navigate this division of worlds and fulfill your role in this great shift. Dear ones, understand that the collective chaos you already see is not the collapse of the Earth, but a necessary cleansing. The social upheaval and apparent disintegration of systems are part of a large-scale cleansing of old energies. Like how a forest fire clears the undergrowth, allowing new shoots to grow, so transformations sweep through human society, removing what no longer serves so that new life and higher consciousness can flourish. Old patterns, institutions, and dense 3D structures are being dismantled and dissolved to make space for anchoring the light of higher dimensions. On the surface, it may seem chaotic, but it is a divinely organized cleansing of what no longer serves the planet's evolution. As this purification happens, humanity passes through the fourth dimension. The purification stage is a kind of transition layer where hidden shadows and old traumas rise to be healed and released. This is why so many souls are facing intense emotions and shocks. 3D visions are revealed that will be cleared as you approach the more stable ground of 5D life. Remain at peace knowing that none of this is random or catastrophic. In fact, the Galactic Federation and the Legions of Light are fully engaged in assisting this process. We are working together with the guardians of your Earth to ensure the smoothest possible dismantling of the old system. The collective cleansing paves the way, clearing the ground of Gaia's consciousness so that the new 5D foundations can firmly take root. What looks like collapse is actually clearing the debris so the new can flourish. This is not destruction. This is a significant rebirth in progress. Even now, amidst the tumult, rays of a new dawn are beginning to break through. Notice the acts of kindness, unity, and awakening blossoming around you, for these are the shoots of the new Earth, pushing through the cracks of the old. You may also feel this transformation very personally in your being. Many of you have experienced unusual ascension symptoms such as fatigue, waves of emotions, physical pain, dizziness, or disruptions in sleep patterns. Please know that these symptoms are not signs of illness or that something is wrong with you. They are evidence of sacred changes happening within. Your body is undergoing restructuring to accommodate the influx of source light. In other words, your physical body is upgrading to hold more high-frequency energy from your soul. Latent strands of your DNA are activating and igniting, restoring your connection to the multidimensional blueprint. This process can be intense for the human vessel, which is why you might feel exhausted or emotionally vulnerable some days. Old injuries and cellular memories may surface to be cleared from your system. Be gentle with yourself during these times. Rest when you need to. Drink plenty of clean water and ground yourself in nature. Understand that you are literally giving birth to a more luminous version of yourself. Your soul, your higher self, now fully penetrates your human form, and this is a blessed event. Trust your body and this process because these upgrades are sent by your higher self and your light commands. The fatigue or emotional vibrations will pass as you integrate the new light codes. Some of these symptoms are a sign that you are evolving, recalibrating your being to match the higher dimensional frequencies of the new Earth. Know that as you go through these adjustments, you become more radiant and attuned to your true divine nature. Beyond this temporary discomfort, you will emerge bringing more light, clarity, and strength than ever before, fully embodying a new human template for the new Earth. With this division of realities, you might wonder about those who seem to make different choices or remain in a low vibrational state or way of thinking. We want you to understand that even this division in consciousness is part of a divine agreement at the soul level. This is the result of soul contracts made before birth. Every creature on Earth has a soul contract defining their role in this ascension. Some souls agreed to awaken early and lead as pioneers into the purity of the new Earth. Others agreed to hold the position of the old energy a bit longer or go the slower path, providing contrast and valuable lessons for the collective. Everyone is in their place playing the roles they promised to play. There are no mistakes in someone's apparent delay or skepticism. Their soul learns and contributes the contribution it chose. Do not think that anyone is left behind. No one is ever lost to the light. Those who continue to resonate with the old 3D are only following the timeline their souls need. Now they can join the higher frequencies in divine timing, whether in this life or another, according to their soul's evolution. Respect the free will and wisdom of each soul's path. Know that every path, fast or slow, ultimately leads back to the source. On the grand planet, each soul's journey is respected and serves a purpose in the development and ascension of Earth. Maintain that higher perspective to remain compassionate and non-judgmental towards all. The realization that each soul is exactly where it needs to be will bring you peace amidst the apparent divisions. Beloveds, many of you already notice that the gap between those aligned with love and those clinging to fear is expanding. This trend will continue and even accelerate as energies intensify. Vibrational divergence is a real phenomenon. Two people can be in the same room but live in completely different realities based on their purity. You may find that you no longer resonate with old friends or activities that previously interested you. Similarly, those remaining in the old way of thinking may find your light uncomfortable. This is a natural result of rising frequencies. We ask you, as this division becomes more evident, to practice non-judgment and unconditional compassion. Do not judge those who choose differently, nor consider them less worthy because they are not on your timeline. Each soul's path is sacred. Remember that you too once operated at a lower level of consciousness before awakening. Instead of judging them, hold them in the light of love. Be an example of peace and kindness, but let them follow their own path without coercion or criticism. Accelerating divergence does not mean one group is better than the other. It is simply the result of various soul choices and vibrations. Focus on maintaining your own high purity. By doing so, you will naturally inspire others and also ensure your continuity and alignment with the new Earth timeline you desire. In this way, you respect everyone's path and remain anchored in the love that elevates all. Remember that love is the great unifier, and by staying rooted in love, you become a healing presence that helps bridge the division both visibly and invisibly. The momentum of this shift is constantly increasing. In reality, 2027 will mark a key point of acceleration in this ascension process. From our perspective, 2027 stands out as a significant marker when timelines will diverge significantly. Think of it as the crest of a wave of transformation. By then, the vibrational temporal separation between the old and the new will be even more obvious. Many of you will find yourselves firmly anchored in the purity of the new Earth, experiencing life at a much higher octave of love and unity. Those unprepared will also be firmly rooted in the old reality they chose. It is important to understand that timelines are separated by internal resonance and not just by external events. In other words, your internal vibration, the energy of your thoughts, feelings, and consciousness determines which timeline you are experiencing. Two people can live in one city, but by 202x, they could actually live in two different vibrational worlds depending on their internal choice. That is how powerful your resonance is. As this acceleration approaches, we encourage you to take constant care of your inner condition. Stay aligned with love, peace, and truth so that your internal resonance keeps you on the highest trajectory. By doing so, ensure you have a smooth journey in the upcoming acceleration, gliding along the waves of change into the reality your soul most desires. Remember, dear ones, nothing is predetermined except what you choose within. Your internal frequency is your timeline passport. By then, much will change in your world, setting the stage for a collective quantum leap in consciousness. In this time of great change, you may encounter various frightening narratives or predictions about the end of the world. We call on you to turn away from any such messages that generate fear and despair. Reject narratives about the end of the world, beloveds, because they distort the truth. There are those who benefit from keeping humanity in fear, but their fear-based timelines should not become yours. Remember, fear is a low vibration that binds you to the old reality. When you feel anxious about the future, stop and reconnect with the divine presence at the center of your being. Anchor yourself firmly in the love and light of the Prime Creator. The Prime Creator's plan for Earth is renewal and rebirth, not destruction. By aligning with the Creator's love, you automatically rise above the purity of fear. You begin to see through the illusion of death and recognize the higher purpose unfolding. Trust that the Creator's light is victorious and directs this entire ascension process. You and the Earth are held securely in the arms of this endless love. When you are anchored in the energy of the Prime Creator, you will find that faith replaces anxiety and doubts are replaced. There is no external prophecy about disaster that can shake you when you are rooted in the knowledge that divine love controls everything. So when the drama of the world seems overwhelming, take a break to inhale and affirm your connection to the source. Let the Creator's light fill your heart and mind. In this way, you will save an unshakable foundation no matter what storms appear around you. Always remember that the light of the Prime Creator is infinite, more powerful than any manifestation of darkness. Truthfully, light has already triumphed on the higher planes, and it is only a matter of time before this happens. The victory will be fully realized on Earth. When you tune into the frequencies of the new Earth, you will notice an expanding clarity and the flow of leadership coming from within you. Higher dimensional energies filling your planet, especially 5D and even 6D frequencies, activate your inner knowing and intuitive gifts. Many of you are already experiencing spiritual downloads and perspectives, sudden bursts of insights, vivid dreams, intuitive hunches, and inspired ideas that seem to emerge from nowhere. You may also notice synchronicities like recurring number sequences or ringing in the ears. These could be signs of incoming light downloads, adjusting your purity. They are not random. They are divine packages of information and codes received by your consciousness. Your higher self and guides communicate with you more directly through these high frequencies. As a result, your internal connection to the source becomes much clearer and stronger. You will find that you need less and less to rely on external sources of information or confirmation. Your soul's wisdom is easily accessible and guides you in every moment. In the past, humanity often appealed to religion, authorities, government, or other external figures for leadership and truth. In an emerging heart-centered reality, this pattern disappears. Each of you develops your own direct connection to the source and its higher guidance. This inner compass will guide you exactly, making external dependencies increasingly obsolete. You will always benefit from sharing wisdom with others, but you will no longer feel lost or powerless without an external answer. You carry the answers in your own heart. As your telepathic and intuitive abilities intensify, even communication will transform. You will begin to communicate more through heart resonance and telepathic understanding, reducing reliance on spoken words alone. Trust this inner clarity. Nurture your connection to the source through meditation, time in nature, and quiet contemplation. The more you listen within, the louder and clearer your inner guidance will become. This is your sovereignty returning, your divine mastery awakening within.